There's a little bit of a breeze. Let's see what the breeze is. So I got this cool Kestrel anemometer, if you can see this. Dustin, shout out to Dustin Fry, got me this for my birthday many moons ago. Oh, it's freaking sweet. Solid birthday gift. 5.3, 5.4, 5.86. So, okay. Yeah, we'll call that, let's call that 5.5. The view worth it this time? Yes. Yeah, I kind of just jumped into the air on that launch. That was kind of stupid. The smartest thing I've ever done. It's beautiful up here. I can hope this guy's sight fish. Man, look at that little sandbar over there. How cool is that? It's so neat to be able to see all the little intricacies of the water here. Hey, that guy's got a little fish. See, he's fly fishing. All right, yeah, man. Rad. Let's get a little altitude. We'll hop over to Figure 8 Island. Check things out over there. So we just need enough altitude to be able to glide back basically half the distance of the inlet, just in case our motor was to die halfway out. We've got to be able to make it back in. I'm not a super good judge of what that altitude is yet, so I am just going to get some extra altitude and be extra careful, because I don't really feel like getting wet tonight. Nice night though. Beautiful view. Really nice night. It was a tough launch today. It's high tide, the wind was light, so there wasn't a whole lot of beach exposed. I really should have come further down the beach and given myself more room. That was a little ignorant of me. Oh yeah, we got this glide all day. Spiral down and bleed a little bit of, dump a little altitude. Look at that view. All right, so we are now over on the Figure 8 Island side of things. That house is gnarly. Look at that house, man. They have their a camera, their own weather station. So I've never been over here before, but this is a really just an expensive part of town. If you can't tell, the bridge is all gated access, so it's a private island. You can't get out here unless you live here. You know somebody that lives here. I wonder if they have a Snapchat filter for Figure 8. Let's see. Look at that house. That's beautiful. Man, they have a kitchen outside on their second story balcony. Killer. Let's see what our ground speed is. We're doing 18 knots. So oh yeah, shout out to Dennis Despoladitos, or whatever his last name is. It's my buddy. He's building that house. Thing's pretty cool. Let's get some aerial shots for him. Pop a right turn so we're not turning against the motor torque. There you go, Dennis. There's your house, man. It's even got this matching boathouse that's like bigger than the house that I live in. Thing's pretty cool. Look at your creation from the air, man. Looks good, dude. Good work. Dennis is a master craftsman. Some of these houses are neat. Look at that one. It's got like a lighthouse kind of theme to it. And a cool garden. Man, look at that garden. It's pretty darn cool. Alright, let's get back over to where we can land if we need to. Oh, look, are those all Stingrays? What? Yeah, they are. You guys see all these Stingrays down there. Let's go in for a closer look. But there are a whole bunch of rays and stuff in the water. That's pretty sweet. I don't know if they're Stingrays or skates. They're pretty diamondy. Let's flip around here and have a look, eh? Woo! Oh, yeah. Look at these things. I don't know if you guys can see these on the GoPro, but I mean, there's got to be, shoot, I don't know, a lot of them. Yeah, there's stingrays? Some kind of rays. I don't know, but they're everywhere. This place is crawling with them. When I first saw them, and look, they're right in the surf zone. When I first saw them, I thought they were like grass. They're everywhere. That one's kind of burying himself in the sand. Man, look at them. There's even more of them. Those are right at the surface. Kind of big, too. Okay, where are those stingrays at? Here, rays. It's a little harder to see them from this angle because we got a little glare off the water. Suckers were everywhere, though. There's some more. That one just got a wave broken right on his head. Here we go. Look at that pack of them. Wow. Whole bunch of them. I hope you guys can see this like I can. That's pretty freaking cool. You know, so this is actually why I got a paramotor in the first place. I was out one day and I went surfing and it was flat. And, so I was like, I'm just gonna go paddle out to the jetty, just have a look around. Yeah, and I was out at the jetty because it was flat, and I saw this pack of rays swim underneath my board, and I was like, man, it'd be so cool to get a perspective of all this from the air. And hence the paramotor was, the idea was sort of not planted in my head, but that's when it was solidified pretty much. Look at all those rays down there. Sick view of the surf from up there too. It kind of makes those little waves look like little peelers. Look at them all. Can you guys see those? I don't know why I'm asking you, because when you see this, you're actually not going to be able to answer me, but there's a pack of fish or something, a little school of fish or crabs. I don't know what those are. It's amazing all the stuff I can see. Let's see a shark. I'm ready to see a shark. Let's stow this brake and have a look-see at the phone. I'd like to see what my ground speed is. Oh boy, it says we're doing 20 knots now. So I guess the wind is just straight on shore. I can see some texture on the water. I'd love it if somebody had a flag or something. We're about 40 feet off the deck. We're doing about 18 knots across the ground. Keep an eye out for some flags. I really need to get a windsock, man. I didn't realize how important it was to really have a really excellent idea of which way the wind was going until my landing on the last flight. Either the wind was dead calm, which it was pretty light, or I just wasn't landing straight into the wind. So either I wasn't landing straight into it or it wasn't dead calm. But whatever the case, I was coming in hot, and I ended up slipping in on my butt. People waving. Do a little loop for them. Do some tricks if I knew how to do some tricks, but I don't know how to do any tricks. There's a plane, it looks like it's either on approach or taking off from ILM. Hey, there we go, there's a good wind indicator. I can see an anemometer on the roof of that house. And it's looking like the wind is straight offshore. Sorry, straight onshore, if that thing is correct. Here's another one, this is great. so we can at least see if they're all. We'll get a few and take an average in case they're kind of rusty. So I know there's no way you guys can see what I'm seeing on the GoPro, but there's a little anemometer on the roof of these houses. These guys have their own weather stations, and there's a wind vane that I'm able to use to get wind direction. It's pretty shifty. It's got to be kind of light, but I know the wind direction now, so that's great. Beautiful. Fly it over the marsh. Out here, we'll get some coasting altitude just in case we need it. I think there's more stingrays down there. Yes, wow, if you can see those, but right there's even more stingrays. So many stingrays. So we have tons of altitude, so I'm going to put it in a cruise climb here. We are climbing at about, that's not right, 3 feet per minute? No way. And our altitude is definitely not 19 feet. My electronics are on the fritz, but I do have an idea that it is freaking beautiful out here. Look at that. Gotta check the time. About time to land. Maybe about 10 minutes till sunset, so I'm gonna call it quits here pretty soon, but what a gorgeous view. He sees me, but we're not on a collision course or anything, but there's a helicopter. I'd say we're probably about 1,100 feet up, so he's probably another 1,000 feet above us. He's probably 2,000. Crazy to think the last time I was up there, I was about 5 times higher than we are right now, which is pretty gnarly. Alright, so I think I'm going to call it a day. So I'm going to go ahead and let off the power. We're just going to putt on down. Look at that sunset, man. Beautiful. See the glare off the water. All this water in the marsh. It's high tide, so you know, full marsh, and it's a full moon, so I guess we probably have a really full marsh. Sun's kind of ducking behind the clouds. I'd still love to see a good sunset when I can, see the sun down to the horizon. That'd be pretty sweet. Pull some G's, man. That's so cool. I know you can't feel it, but it's so nuts. Like the G forces you feel when you fly this thing. It really is pretty neat. Going a little bit of a spiral here. Make sure this brakes all the way up. Oh yeah. Woo! Man, that's fun. Let's climb up and do one more of those. Let's do that again. Let's get a little swing in motion here. And then I'll kind of swing it hard to the left. Woo! Woo! Ease out of it. Oh yeah. Woo! Let's do one more of those. Yeah. Woo! Woo! Yeah. Ah, that's so freaking fun. Oh man, I love it. I'm like a little kid up here. Oh, that's awesome. G-forces are nuts, and you just feel this huge swoop of power. It's so freaking cool. Alright, so we're gonna bring this baby in for a landing. I don't know if you see my gear bag down there, but that's where I want to land, so I don't want to get too close to these people on my landing. Nowhere do I really want much of an audience. We'll let them just come right in. Oh, those people are on a date. No, 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 don't walk that way. Where are you going? Ah, man. These people are snaking my landing here. Okay, I'm gonna slide onto the harness, kill the motor, and flare. Nice. Nailed it. Alright, cool. Sick. What an awesome freaking flight that was. Man, beautiful day. Wow, got some G-forces in, saw some cool nature stuff. Yeah, didn't die. Freaking sweet. I love it. I got a freaking airplane in a bag. So cool.